Let's just tweet out Vore just to see what happens. I want to read the entire room that is Twitter right now, so I just tweeted Vore in all caps, and I'm gonna see what happens. Holy shit! I hate but also love my audience. Stop! No! Where are the Vore furs? Okay, why? You know, I should just have this conversation now to get it over with. The whole Vore thing. So, because we are dressed up for Halloween, and even though this isn't really the mood, or what I wanted to happen, let's have the Vore conversation. It's like giving the kids the talk, but instead it's just the Vore. So, there were a couple of things, or I guess stories that I wanted to tell with regards to Vore. Because it's bound to be that I'm going to be doing a video about Vore. Or not about Vore, just talking with regards to it. I can't see myself, like, sitting in front of a screen being like, hey, oh guys, my name is Beta Ada Delota, and today we'll be talking about Vore. Like, I can't do that. There's not going to be a furry things on Vore. That is the stupidest idea I think I've ever heard. Didn't Odin do a video on Vore or something? Let's just look up Vore on YouTube and see what happens. I regret looking up Vore on YouTube. Wow. There's a Fallout 4 Vore mod, apparently. What in the fuck am I looking at? Oh, I finally found Odin's video on the weird side of furries. So what is Odin's video on Vore? What does it teach me? Yep. Nope. I'm just gonna close all tabs. I'm not watching that. I heard a second of that. I've heard enough. That's it. That's all I needed. We're done. Odin is not our solution to learning about Vore or talking about Vore in the slightest. But I do have a sort of funny story from a friend. More like a brother at this point. He's one of my close friends, Jacob. You've seen him on the streams. You called him Shaggy. He had some wonderful hair. He still has wonderful hair. He was telling me about how his significant other's parent, or I think it was grandparent, I don't know, but one of them learned about the term Vore and what it meant. Obviously they didn't like see any of the bad stuff, which is a fucking miracle. I don't know where they were looking, but like they use the term Vore in their everyday vocabulary. So like Jacob told me how it was at dinner with his significant other and I think the parent or grandparent, and something came up in conversation of like, oh, did you eat the leftovers? And they were like, oh yeah, I vored it. It's just like, if I didn't know how bad the term Vore went, I wouldn't be upset if they were using it. I'd be like, ha ha ha, grandma or mom or dad, that's funny. But it's just like, I know, and I've specifically seen, even though I haven't wanted to see. Here's the thing. I know the Vore thing with me, just tweeting Vore and saying Vore randomly, it's a joke. It's supposed to be a joke. But when I see what it actually is, it makes me a little too uncomfy. Like, here's the thing. People have their things. I will not understand it. If it makes you happy and you're not hurting someone else, or I guess digesting someone else, you're good. You know, it's all good in my book. Like we said before, you can be whatever you're into. If it doesn't hurt yourself, hurt anyone, isn't morally unacceptable, you're all good. You're all good. But Vore's just one of those things that I like to joke about because everyone knows it's like one of those like deep taboo, funny, like very just not taboo, but just one of those like overtly like weird furry, just sexual things. It's not even just furry. It's just one of those weird sexual kinks, fetishes, whatever. That just you can't help but joke about. And that's why, like, I've been, like, butting heads a bit with FrostFox on Twitter about the whole Vore thing, because he has a Vore flag. If you didn't know, he's got a full-on Vore flag. Oh my god, you just see the character development in the span of a month. Like, he got a Vore flag, like, a month ago. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up. Alright, FrostFox, what do you have in store for all of us? Share with the class, or rather, I'm putting you on blast for the class. So, FrostFox, absolute bean, first off. Very, very nice dude. Very good lad. But, is that it? That's not the Vore flag. That is a good, interesting Halloween outfit, I'll say that. There's an actual Vore flag. There's a Vore pride flag. I shit you not. I'm not kidding. Where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? There it is. That is the Vore flag. And he's wearing it as a cape, and it was a running joke. Still is a running joke. And then a month later, hold on, where's his YouTube channel? A month later. See, look at that. No, not even a month later. Half a month later. Look at that. It's just coming out, and he's got the video. Dude. Nice green screen. I like the fursuit. So that's a Vore flag. And you think I'm kidding. You think I'm kidding. You think I'm kidding. Pride flag handbook. Vore kink. It's an actual thing, which doesn't make much sense to me. This has to have been a joke. This has to have been a joke. You know, see, I don't think being, you know, gay or trans or asexual is necessarily the same thing as being into Vore. Vore isn't really, you know, an identity. It's a kink. Here's the thing. I've seen this flag around, and I originally thought that it had something to do with, I think, like, gender fluidity, but that's definitely, I think, the wrong flag. Hold on, what is the gender fluid flag? That's the gender fluid flag. We're learning something new today. So I saw, like, these colors, and I thought, oh, you know, gender fluid flag, and I saw that on this. I'm like, oh, gender fluidity, and then I followed FrostFox on Twitter, and the rest is history. Vore flag, he has an art of it. He has art of it. I kind of want art of it now that I'm thinking about it. So he's been kind of the person that I've just been all sorts of just going on about the whole Vore thing, because he made this video. I'm gonna like that real quick, and then, like, literally less than 2 weeks later, he has to clarify it in his video. He's not into Vore. 6 minutes to explain he's not into Vore. God, Frost, I love you, hun. You could have made just like a 5-second video saying I'm not into Vore, guys, I'm kidding, and that would have been the video. You would have been fine. That was 2 seconds. There you go. Save half a second of your life. So that's sort of his story of, like, how it just went south in a span of 2 weeks. For me, it went south within a span of 2 days. I'm not even kidding when I say that. So it all started when I was high. And I was just having a time on Twitter. So I tweeted back in July, I think. Yes, July. Let's switch screens. So back in July, I tweeted, "Hi, I'm high." And Rudolph was just like, "You're high?" And then I just reply, "Vore." Just for no reason. I knew it. Here's the thing. I didn't know that much about Vore. I just knew at the time Rudolph was Vorny. I guess that's the term. He was so into Vore. It was kind of really funny. So I was just like, what is a way for me to just say yes to Rudolph without saying yes? When I was high, I was thinking, like, I need to be incognito about me being high, even though it's clear as hell that I'm high in my original tweet. So I was just like, he likes Vore. Vore is yes for him. Therefore, reply with Vore. And that's how that tweet happened. And a bunch of friends messaged me later, and they're like, "Beta, I'm unimpressed. Stop it." So I'm like, what? I had to be truthful, but I didn't have to be truthful. So I had my moment, and that was fun. This is probably one of, like, the highlight tweets of my life, I'm going to be honest with you. So it just kind of kept going. I think the next week I got high. I think today I got high. And I was just like, someone must have pulled the ripcord on my life jacket, because I'm so high right now. And then he's like, "You're hello?" And then I'm like, "Vore." So that kind of became a thing between me and Rudolph, where, like, whenever I was high and he needed to ask me if I was high, I'd just reply with Vore. And so things just kind of went downhill. It happened again in August, and then more people get in on it. Oh my god. It just keeps going. What happens in September? Oh, wait, when did I say this? I'm gonna take a bath with jellyfish? When did I say this? I think this was on my stream, maybe. And then I just reply Vore. Again, and he replies Vore. But it became a thing between Rudolph and I, where we just replied Vore to each other. And you know what's sad about it? That's the only way or time we've really ever interacted. Like, him and I, we just, like, message each other once in a blue moon on, like, Telegram with, like, 2 stickers, and then we just never talk again. This is the only time we interact, just, like, Vore. And that's it. It's just funny. For, like, an entire month, it became a thing, where it's just, like, I'd reply Vore to Rudolph, and just randomly on Telegram, I sent Vore to Rudolph, and that was funny. And then he's just like, "I'm too afraid to respond." Oh, whoever thought Vore would be that funny? Eventually, I got the idea of, like, hey, instead of saying good morning, I'm just gonna say Vore from now on. I started doing that, even though people didn't want me to do that. I kept doing that. Okay, so let's go to beta Ada Delota Vore. What did I... No! I don't remember doing this. No! I guess I saw this emote and I was like, Vore? So, where the holy shit, this guy is dedicated. See, Arctic Fox is contributing. Even the dog in the back is just like, what the hell? Okay, here it was. So, on September 29th, like a month ago, I was like, what if every morning from now on, instead of saying good morning, I just say Vore? And I love how I nearly got a 50-50 response. You got a 50-50 response of just like no and also no versus okay, yes. And so I just decided, hey, let's do it. And so I started my morning with Vore. So the first tweet. This was all a joke, by the way. Here's the thing. I'm not into Vore at all. Let me just clarify. I'm not into Vore at all. Okay? But people thought I was by tweeting this, and therefore would start sending me Vore. So I just go to my random DM requests, and there's Vore. There it is. I didn't need to see it. So eventually I stopped. After 3 days, I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. No more Vore. Occasionally I'll tweet it out or reply Vore to something, but like this is just, oh my god. And there we go. All the replies of Vore. What the? What is happening? What have I started? And then a day later, guess what I tweeted in the morning? Vore. And then you know what I did the next morning? What did Beta do the next morning? I tweeted Vore. It's pretty great because I almost get ratioed in all those tweets. Well, I tweet the next morning. Hold on. It's coming, guys. Vore. Okay, one last time I was like Vore. And then the replies and then... Oh. God, no! When I tweeted Vore, people would literally send me shit I didn't want to see! So I stopped, because it was getting a bit over the top, and I wanted it to stop. So I stopped saying Vore. I would only occasionally reply with Vore. And, that was pretty much it. I don't want to start it again, I'm gonna be honest with you. Vore has kind of gotten a bit too much for me. I'm just looking through these tweets, and it's just like, oh my god. And there's Frost! Frost 3 minutes ago. I'm gonna ratio him. Who can play at this game? With something wrong. I can't tweet it. I can't tweet. Where'd the tweet go? I can't quote retweet a retweet. Twitter is cutting you off from your Vore ratioing. Okay, I don't need this in my life. So the moral of this story is what originally was supposed to be a joke turned into something that may be a bit uncomfy. But we all had some laughs. I hope. I hope people had some laughs. I still have to get on... I gotta get on a call with FrostFox to just be like, what the hell is up? Are you okay? Do we need to talk? Not about Vore, but just about you talking about Vore? Someone replied to my Vore tweet saying, banger tweet Beta. Truly the most eloquent writer of this century. You know what? I should get an award for this. But yeah, here's to a year without Vore.